Bruh.
All right, guys. We're back. We're Black and White Reacz. T, aka Sky. This is
Trish.
All right. So I will tell you this. This grandma supposedly suffers from dementia, but at the time her personality comes through, which if you've never had a grandparent that went through this before, you have your sundown times and your sun up times or whatever, which is where, their personality changes and sometimes it seems like they're back and they're coherent.
Yeah. And then times when they're just not.
I don't know.
We have both had this experience.
We had this experience, but I recently found out there's a thing called diabetes type 3. I don't know. Go Google it and figure it out. Anyway, that's something that you need to read.
They got this one here.
Grandma.
No, you need to tell her, I don't like that, and she going to get that junk off. You don't come here to do no homework, because I will charge you. I will.
Grandma, you charging for homework out here in these streets?
That's what she said.
Are you helping with the homework, Grandma? You won't help
or
me?
Just the space that's needed to do it in?
Listen, because if you charging for homework, I bet to have all A's. And one thing that I'm gonna tell you is, Grandma, whatever generation you from, which it looks like boomers, I'm gonna tell you right now, that boomer generation and that. I don't know if she Gen Z or Gen Y. Not Y. What is it?
X.
No,
the one before
ones.
Alpha.
After Alpha. Them.
I don't teach. I don't think Alpha is like the little ones. I don't think she would be Alpha.
So I'm assuming she's somewhere between Z and Alpha.
Yeah.
At her good age group. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you that you don't know nothing about their homework she doing, especially if it's made for all them chores they got them doing.
In the grand scheme of life, we didn't leave school that long ago, and they've changed everything since we left school. So
I'm telling you right now, if you tell me I gotta put some numbers in the bubble and draw a diagram to figure out how to multiply a number, we fighting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, you're good at math the way we learned it. So for you, that's redundant and unnecessary. It could be a different approach for someone like me who's not necessarily good at math. Could be a new way to do it. But for her, it's useless. She's good at math anyway.
Or that, my uncle with math during my summers, but I couldn't go outside.
No, it was the
kid.
It was the dictionary
I'm not gonna say
word for
sometimes
me.
I could go outside, but he would challenge me to solve problems and stuff. And I don't know if y'all remember the VTech, but we'll put a picture of the VTechs in here. I don't know if these kids still mess with that or not.
Right.
But I had one of the advanced ones that taught you long division, multiplication, all that type of stuff. Algebra, and my uncle was adamant about me doing a certain amount of math problems before I got to go outside and play. And this was in the 2nd and 3rd grade. He was not. No,
it was the dictionary.
Oh, back when anti-disestablishmentarianism was the longest word in the dictionary. It was 28 letters or something, probably. And literally, he would ask me that, how do you spell this? And I'm telling you, he started when I was in the 1st grade with this, bro. I'm sitting there trying to sound it out. And I did get it eventually, but it was just bro, really, this is what we doing. But I'm glad I had him, but he was one of those, almost Ivy League educated, I'm super smart, you gonna be smart, and that's just is what it is. I'm gonna challenge you, and he took that as a personal challenge. That's how I felt, to make sure that I was super educated at that point. But yeah, not just, math and science are my strong suits, period, point blank. It just is what it is, always has been. I don't know, I got bored with English used to bore the hell out of me in school. And it probably her strong suit, not mine. I did eventually literature, certain literature, used to attract me, but as far as writing, I didn't really care for it too much.
Yeah.
I did learn how to write essays and stuff like that, but I don't really care for it too much. Never have.
See how she ain't right. But she gonna come here and sit here and do things. If you got a lot of homework, let her go home. Don't come to my house. I'm serious.
You got a lot of homework. You should be at home.
Huh?
She said, why you got that baby here not at home doing homework? She's supposed to be doing it at home. It's homework.
She said what she said. She said this is not at home.
She should be at home.
She should be at home doing homework.
Go ahead, Grandma. Tell her.
I don't know, Grandma. We might have been best friends at this point.
Hey,
for real.
right?
We've been locked at the hip, cutting up, getting in some trouble.
Yeah, I feel you, Grandma. I feel
What
you.
you saying? I'm not right?
No, you're right.
Well, then why is she still sitting here?
Because she has to sit here with me because we can't go home.
Why?
Because Sarah's in the hospital.
Well, Sarah ain't got nothing to do with your house.
Well, she asked me to come here and sit with y'all while she was in the hospital.
Oh, no, you ain't got to do that. I don't need nobody help with me.
Floor, Grandma.
Look, I was my grandparent with dementia was my paternal grandfather. I made the mistake of one time. It took me one time to give him the impression that I had to watch him. I never did it again. I never. I was very careful to say, I'm here to hang out with you. I am here to have fun. I was very careful after that because he looked at me and he was still here enough to go, little girl who? And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I was like, I'm here to hang out with you. From then on out, I'm here to hang out.
I feel for all you people out there that have grandparents that have suffered and went through this.
Yeah, if you're going through it right now, like we've been there. I was the one that in the loss of the memory and the cognition and the memories, I was the one who just stayed his friend. So he always knew that I was a friendly. He did forget my name eventually, but you can be there. You have to let go of your attachment. Like you kind of have to let, it's hard, but you have to let that they are this person. They're still that person, but they're not mentally the same anymore. You have to let your expectations of them that you had your whole life kind of go and learn them as they are now. And it's easier for you to deal with. It takes time though, but that's the best way to approach when they get to that point that they start to lose their memory is you learn them who they are now, not who they were when you were really young.
My last grandparent had, I felt like that was a blessing in disguise because my grandma could have passed away probably like 5-6 years prior to when she actually passed away. They actually tried to write my grandma off, put her in a hospice or whatnot. My mom, by her being in the medical field, she was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing that to my mother." Like, and she ended up putting in a home because she, we couldn't just deal with her in the state that she was in. Her being a son upper, it was just a lot going on with that whole situation. And there would be moments where she would check back in, and you knew she was there, but then more often than not, she wasn't. Honestly, she didn't even really pass away from dementia. She passed away from COVID. Is ultimately like what took her out, because obviously I told you she was supposed to be in hospice. The reason why they wanted to send her to hospice is because they tried to say like her kidneys were functioning at a certain percentage and the heart was functioning at another, and they just wanted to put it in there. She ended up living like a whole 6 years later. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know. Sometimes y'all gotta stop listening to these doctors, man. They trying to write all people off, and they gonna be out here succeeding in life. Like,
that's true.
Like I said, diabetes type 3. We'll Google it. Heck, we'll put it in here for you. Supposedly, like this is like the starter of like what dementia is that ends up becoming Alzheimer's eventually, and supposedly they've known this for a while. So it is treatable in its early stages through like natural like means, but that's up to y'all to actually look into it. We'll just put up here what it actually is.
It's like new research that's coming out. It's not like it's not new research coming out. Yeah,
like we're not doctors by any means.
No,
trust me.
New research is new research, and it's worth looking, reading about.
It is what it is. Anywho, we'll see you guys next video. Like, comment, subscribe,
share,
hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys next
time. Bye.
Hey.